Welcome back to another episode, guys. Thank you guys for clicking on the video. We're gonna do a small mail day. I've already I'll actually put these off screen. I've already opened my mail day up because there's just a couple things, so I just wanted to run it by. I've been waiting on a couple of these, and I'm actually got like 7 packages that I ordered within the last it's like 7 days and on that haven't shown up, that are like, you know, kind of just small eBay stuff that isn't really expensive. So I'm hoping those show up, and hopefully it all shows up around the same time because that'd be a nice mail day. We'll start off the first one with this Otis Bird song out of 25. This was actually a first off the line hit in Prism out of 25. I got this for $1, like 64 shipped, which was insane to me, that you can get a first off the line that isn't damaged or anything. He didn't put it in a penny sleeve before the top loader, so the surface might be a little scratched, but I mean, this is a nice looking card. Auto obviously comes off a little bit, but for a first off the line hit, when those boxes cost an insane amount, I don't know what year, 1920. So these first off the line boxes were going crazy because of Zion hype and everything. This is one of the hits that you get. So in my opinion, $1.64 for, you know, not just like a base autograph, an actual numbered hit from the first off the line set. Couldn't really beat that. So on to the next one, PC card here. Very nice one. I wish that it shined a little bit more in the back. The way that the photo is, it kind of doesn't do it any justice, but this is a Sapphire from 2018 Topps, I believe. 2018 Topps, yes. AJ Minter out of 10. And this guy's a local around here. You know that I'm doing the East Texas set, so I am glad to add this one to the PC. I kind of wanted to get a pretty nice Minter, whether it be an auto or a Sapphire, and with Sapphire box drying up, I've heard that there's hardly any boxes out anymore, as far as like finding them online or anything. To be able to find one of the better hits from Sapphire, and for a player, I mean, like, not like Minter himself is a good hit, but I mean, it's a rookie card of him, and out of 10, if this guy even does, you know, anything decent in the future, you will probably see that maybe go up a little bit, but that'll be PC regardless. And then the last one's a really cool card, Frank Gifford. He was an MVP in 1956. This is 1957 Topps, the year after his rookie year, or his MVP year. So I really like this card. It's a PSA 5 miscut because of the obvious problems from left to right on this card, but otherwise it's a really solid card. With PSA, I don't really care if, like, I mean, if it's a 60s card and on, maybe I'll give a little bit more of a care about if it's a higher PSA card. But anything in the 50s right now to me is really cool. I don't really care about the grade. This could have been a 2, and for the price that I got the 5 at, I would have still bought the 2. I think this is an excellent card to hold on to. Frank Gifford. It actually even says right here, Frank Gifford voted most valuable player in the NFL last year. Great running and clever pass catching, major factors breaking the championship to the Giants. So I think it's cool to have a card of him right after his MVP campaign, with the stats of that year. And, you know, just a nice card to have. Frank Gifford, a former Hall of Famer. And it's also really cool because he's from Bakersfield, California, which is where I used to live, actually. So I'm not going to act like I knew that. I just realized that right now. He's from Bakersfield, California. So that's really interesting as well. So I was talking to a buddy of mine about Frank Gifford stuff, and he showed me this, and so I definitely had to pull the trigger. So happy to have that. And I kind of wanted to also talk, since I only had 3 cards in the mail day today, I wanted to show some things that I've either found in some boxes that I haven't really looked at in a while, or things that I just got recently in a couple of boxes of Heritage that I may end up grading. So the first one I wanted to point out, the Shaquille O'Neal Dunk Mob. I've actually been trying to kind of move this card. I've been debating about holding on to it, though. We'll see. I may end up moving it. I put it on eBay at a pretty decently low price, I think, so I think it'll probably go. It's not something that'll grade well, but I have been considering grading it and just holding on to it because I think that this set's really undervalued as far as potential stuff for growth. I mean, it's Shaq. It's a refractor from the 90s, even though it barely comes in at 99 from 1999. But this is just a really nice card. I've seen that some of the other Dunk Mob stuff goes pretty well, depending on who it is, but nothing is sold recently on Shaq, so I've kind of just held on to this. And then this one, LeBron James. This one's pretty nice. The Jay and James for the Letterman set that they do, and this sells about 10, so I've seen graded ones sell in the 20s. I kind of didn't realize that this might be a decent card until I realized. I remember the Patrick Mahomes one. His pretty much similar card to this for football. I forget what set it is. Was going for pretty high amount if you could find, you know, the letters. And so I think this one isn't one of the rarer ones. I don't know if there's a specific rarity, a shorter print on some cards or what. But I mean, this card sells for 10, so I was considering about just, you know, holding on to it, seeing what happens. And then this Doncic sells about 15 to 20 right now. It's kind of all over the place. And I've been kind of looking to move this one as well, just because I don't really care too much for the card. It's the winter version, obviously, that you can get in the holiday packs. And I remember buying one holiday pack and this being in there, and I just threw it in a box, and he's kind of turned out to be pretty good, obviously. So this is a nice one, but obviously something that it's not too crazy for me. The Mike Trout, this one's actually a big card. I didn't really realize it when I hit it. I think that this card looks really nice. The centering's a little bit off, you can tell here, from left to right. But this is the cloth card. This is that cloth card that they do. And this card, if you can gem min it, PSA 10 sells like 140, which is insane because just the cloth card alone doesn't sell that, but it sells okay, I think, if I remember correctly. I'd have to go back and look at what the cloth card sells for, but really happy to have this card. I've only opened 2 blasters of high number heritage, and I've actually done really insane. I can show some of the others that I've hit right here. I've got 2 more to show. But so I hit this. I hit obviously some like other stuff, but I got 2 Vlads, I believe. One of the Heroes, Custom Heroes, an Altuve cloth, 2 Tatises, an Eloy Jimenez insert, and Eloy Jimenez base. And I've also hit the Eloy Jimenez numbered out of 9.99. That was in one of my boxes. And then I also hit this Acuna in my other box. Both of them are out of 9.99. So I got really lucky on my high number heritage boxes, getting 2 of the top players. One's all-star rookie and one's rookie card. So super happy to have these in the collection. I was kind of shopping these around yesterday. I think I'm going to hold on to them. I do think both will PSA 10, and the rates on these when they PSA 10, Acuna goes over 100 and Eloy is about 100. So that'd be a good payday if I get those sent off. And then I'm also going to try to send this Trout off, worst case at 9s, and I don't think it would get anything less than a 9. The corners and everything looks you know, extremely mint. I think there was one corner, I'd have to look. Yeah, all the corners look pretty solid. I don't know, I think that they would tin this. It was taken straight out of pack and it looks solid. So but that's all I kind of wanted to show you guys today. Just a small mail day, and I figured I'd fill the video with a couple of things that I've gotten recently, whether it be packs or just finding in my boxes around here. I've been cutting down on a lot of my collection. I've put some stuff on Facebook Marketplace. I had like 20 boxes of cards, like big five row boxes of kind of just junk stuff, and sold it pretty well. So I've been happy to get rid of all that out of the collection and focus more on just having the few boxes I have and building up more quality. Going forward on eBay, I'm going to try to just focus on getting quality stuff and get some bigger purchases going. I actually just picked up something pretty decent sized. It'll be my second biggest purchase since I started collecting again, so I'm really excited for when that comes in. That'll probably be in about a week or so. And obviously continuing the vintage collection as well. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Leave a like if y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one.